Hey everybody, this is Sing with Rachel. I'm Rachel. You're singing with me today. We are going to keep working on our Christmas songs. One of the most favorite Christmas songs of all time to sing, especially caroling, is Joy to the World. So we're going to learn the tenor part to Joy to the World. It's a fun one. It has some little different rhythms and different parts, and it just is fun. And once you learn it, you will sing it for the rest of your life, and you will be glad that you know it. This is hymn number 201 in the LDS hymn book. And we are going to start singing the tenor part, all 4 verses. We're just going to plunk it out on the piano. I'm going to sing with you. We'll stay together. One thing to note on Let Every Heart Prepare Him Room, the tenors don't sing on that part. You can join the basses with just sitting on that one note, but we're not going to do it because it doesn't have a tenor part written in there. So we're just going to be quiet, and that'll be a little awkward, maybe a little bit, but it'll help you know when to go in. That's the trick, is to know when to come in on And Saints and Angels Sing when you're singing that off part, which sounds super cool. So we're going to go through all 4 verses with the tenor part. Then we're going to do our 4-verse ladder, which is I play on the piano the song from the hymn book, and then you and I both sing the tenor part for verse number 1. Then I let go of me, my voice goes away, and you sing verse number 2 on your own. By this time you should have a pretty good idea of what it's supposed to sound like, and it'll be a good test for you just to see if you can do it. If you can do it, you can move on to verse 3, which is I can now come in, but I am now the soprano, and we're singing a duet. And then on verse 4, I let go of the piano, and we continue to see a duet. I play the tenor part in the piano, so listen carefully for that. But I'm going to be singing soprano, and that is a totally different experience when you throw in the second part. Then we'll go from there. So we are going to start with the tenor part. Joy to the World. Verse 1 starts on an A. Joy to the world, the Lord is come. Let earth receive her King. Let every heart prepare him room, and saints and angels sing, and saints and angels sing. Rejoice, rejoice when Jesus reigns, and saints their songs employ. While fields and floods, rocks, hills and plains repeat the sounding joy. Repeat the sounding joy. No more will sin and sorrow grow, nor thorns infest the ground. And make the blessings flow, far as the curse was found. Far as the curse was found. Rejoice, rejoice in the Most High, while Israel spreads abroad. Like stars that glitter in the sky, and ever worship God, and ever worship God. All right, I'm going to start with an introduction in the piano so you can get your bearings in the key and find your note. That's the goal of the introduction, is to find your introductory note. So what you'll want to do is, just as I'm playing, I'm going to play Joy to the World, the Lord is come, and I'm going to skip down to the end, and saints and angels sing. As I sing that last line, try to just find your part. You know your part. You know what it's supposed to sound like, and just kind of plunk around and see if you can find it and start humming it. Once you find it, hum along with it. And then you'll come to and angels sing. And then your starting note is here. And angels sing joy. If you have a hard time finding your note, you can just hum along with the soprano part. It's just a little bit harder to find your note from there, but this is what it would sound like. And saints and angels sing joy. It's fifth. So you would end with here. Sing. That'll be your starting note. That's if you can't find your note, if you're not familiar with your part enough. Once you start learning the song and singing it a ton, you will just start humming. Every time you hear this song, you'll start humming the tenor part. And so you'll be able to pick it out pretty easily, and it'll come. So here we go. I'm going to give you an intro. We're going to hum along, see if you can find the tenor part, and then we're going to hit our starting note on the head. Joy to the world, the Lord is come. Let earth receive her King. And saints and angels sing, and saints and angels sing. You're up. Duet. No more will sin and sorrow grow, nor thorns infest the ground. He'll come and make the blessings flow, far as the curse was found, far as the curse was found, far as the curse was found. Rejoice, rejoice in the Most High, while Israel spreads abroad, like stars that glitter in the sky, and ever worship God, and ever worship God, and ever worship God. Okay, how did you do? Did you make it all the way to the end? Not surprised if you don't. There's got to be some place in the process where you started to struggle a little bit, and that is totally normal. Just go back, work on that one verse and until you get it, and then move on to the next verse until you get it. That last verse that we sang, where I'm singing soprano and you're singing tenor and I'm plunking it on the piano, that might actually help you with the third verse too. So just keep practicing, keep doing it. It will come, I promise. It will come, and you will be the star tenor of your choir. So to just stretch you a little bit and see really if we can find and uncover where those weaknesses are and where you're losing it, where you're getting off, or where you're staying on, and find the successes, we are going to do the acapella challenge, which means I just give you your note. We're going to sing verse 1. I just give you your note, and then I take off on the soprano part, and you see if you can pick out the tenor part against just my soprano. This is difficult. But if you know it, if you can do it and really stretch yourself all the way there, then then you totally know this song. Then you can sing it under any circumstances. So here we go. Here's your note. Joy to the world, the Lord is come. Let earth receive her King. Let every heart prepare him room. And saints and angels sing, and saints and angels sing, and saints and saints and angels sing. Okay, keep working on it. You can do it. I know you can.